Getting nervous. That's what that means. My hand is trembling.
That's weird.
That's a metaphor. So I took the GRE test at home today, and there are a few things that I want to share with you guys while I still remember, because I think it is quite an experience. First of all, if you want to take your test in the morning, make sure that your reservation is in the AM hours, not the PM hours. Trust me. I'm saying this because I made that mistake. Ended up have to reschedule it to today, which is Sunday, the next day. Luckily, they're not charging anything for if you want to reschedule your test. So if you want to do that, you feel that you're not ready, you can do that anytime. They have a lot of available times right now because people are just taking the test online at home. But you know, if you're like me who have been pushing it back for so many times now, I just like really encourage you to take it and get it over with. Trust yourself. You will never feel prepared enough to take it. You just gotta push yourself. Yeah, so make sure that you know what time you're taking it, what time zone that you're taking it. Don't make the same mistake that I made. Second thing is the things that you absolutely need to prepare and bring to the test. You need government approved ID and erasable marker, erasable, because they're gonna ask you to erase everything at the end and show them. You need a whiteboard or a transparent sheet that you can write on. I used a transparent sheet or like a transparent folder. If you are using a transparent sheet though, this I didn't know before I actually took the test. You need to put a sheet of white paper, plain paper, have no writings on it, in the middle, and you have to seal the sides, all sides, any sides that's open, with tape to make sure that you cannot get the sheet out of the folder. You cannot have more than one transparent sheet. You can only have one. Another thing that is super important is to make sure that you have stable and fast internet. So I had to take my test at Kirk's place because my internet just is terrible. I didn't know that it is this slow because I guess I never had to stay at home and use the home Wi-Fi this much. I don't really know the speed requirement in order to take the test. If you have questions, you think your internet is too slow, you may want to check it out or find another location with faster internet. On the day of your test, you'll go on the Proctor website, and when the countdown hours comes to an end, there's an option that will pop up for you, guide you to the setup process. So my registration time for the GRE test is at 10:30 a.m. but the countdown on the Proctor website ended I think 10 minutes before my registration time, so around 10:20. I think they want to give you some leeway to set up and get connected to the Proctor. So make sure that you are on the Proctor website before your actual registration time. You're set up and it'll basically test your devices and they'll connect you to the Proctor. So this process can take some time. Don't get nervous, but they say that it can take up to 30 minutes. It took me around 15 to 20 minutes to wait to be connected to my Proctor. I got a little nervous because I don't know what's going on, but they also have a live chat that you can check in with their technician. After you get connected to your Proctor, you gotta show them your surrounding where you're taking the test. They will ask you to show them the top of your desk and underneath, as well as the floor. And they will also ask you to prepare a small mirror, or you just use your phone and turn on the front camera to show the back of your setup. Kirk had some gaming CDs on the table that I didn't bother to put away before the test, and she asked me what those are and asked me to put them on the floor. So make sure if you have something that's just not related to the test, just put them away so you don't waste time setting it up before your test. After they approve your test environment, the proctor will take over your mouse and just turn off all the unnecessary apps and systems that's on your computer. It is very important for you to download the ETS browser before your test date. There is a version for Mac and there's also a version for Windows users. If you open it right now, you'll see that there are places for you to put in your ID as well as password, but those are the things that your proctor will fill in for you on the day of your test. The whole process took me around 4 hours and 30 minutes, including the setup and the lag for before I get connected to the proctor and the break and just everything. On the actual test, there is an unscored session somewhere in between or at the end. So it will either be verbal or quant added to your session. So there are 6 sessions total, and I happen to get a verbal session. I don't really know which one it is, but my guess is that it's the last session that I got. It is really difficult. So I'm glad that it is the last session because I was so tired and so hungry and I just couldn't focus, and I feel like my brain was just fried at that point. So I hope this video is somewhat helpful if you are preparing and studying for the GRE test. This is definitely not a comprehensive guidance to the GRE test or how you should get ready for the test day. I really encourage you to go on the ETS website, the Proctor U website, or look up information about the test to get yourself really ready. And I want to wish the best luck for everyone. You gotta trust yourself. You know more than you think you know, and you just gotta push yourself and give it a try. You got this. Hi. I'm about to take my GRE in 9 minutes. I think they're gonna spend some time setting up it too. That's why it's starting early actually. But hopefully your Wi-Fi works, everything else works. Yeah, good luck to me, but it's okay if I do terribly.
Say that right before it does.
Okay, bye.